to welcome you all to another episode of the Black Market Podcast presented by Hack the Markets. I am one of your co hosts, AC, also known as the Market Oracle.
What's going on, everybody? Got Raheem the Dream here. Let's get it.
Hey man, 4K can't check it in. Hope everybody had a good day on Monday.
For sure, for sure. Hey, that PayPal, man, I just wanted to say one thing because I haven't had a chance to say that. I haven't had a chance to say it because I wasn't on the show since it did what it was supposed to do. But I want people to pull the record for when I told them that it was going to 100 and it's going back up. I just want the record to be pulled. I gotta go back through the records, man. I gotta figure out. We got a lot of hours of footage, man. I gotta go through a lot of footage. But I'm gonna find out where I said it. And I'm gonna play a clip next time, probably. I gotta find it though. Cause I'm telling you, man, that's why
Uh,
they call me the Oracle, man. Like, screw that Warren Buffett dude, man. He got a lot of money. Yes, he does. He does have a lot of money. But
Okay.
he ain't calling the market like us.
that's facts.
AC
That's
coming out
big
here.
facts, boy. Cause you threw one on. You mentioned one earlier, man, that we called about a few months ago. Boy, that joker done skyrocketed.
I'm trying to,
That
man,
good
when I
old,
tell you,
that good
like,
old energy, that good old energy sector, baby.
Yeah.
I'm telling
XLE.
you,
Blew
like,
up.
man, like the thing is, we've been
Blew
trying to
up.
tell people so long, like, about certain things. And I don't know if people really taking it serious or not. Like, I don't know if these people really making money or not, man. Because if they do, they should be thanking us. We need to see some people in the comments right now because
Right.
you should be rich right now listening to us. If you do anything that we tell you
What
to do,
it be? What it should be?
I
Man.
mean,
Them
if you
games are
do
kind of up.
anything,
Hey, man. Hey, man. Say, man. That's what we do, man.
but you know, that's all I wanted to say, man. That the bad boy touched 100, and this thing looked like it's finna hit straight back up.
Yeah,
And
I like that. Yeah,
yeah,
it
and I
done really
mean,
it got right now. It done
yeah.
got right now.
And the only reason why I'm so happy about this one in particular, because we do this all the time. So it's not like, I got lucky and so now I'm just so happy about what I called. The thing is, it took so long and it didn't look like it was going to get to 100. But we just kept being patient because we knew. And we
Yeah.
never bought early. We knew that thing was coming down.
I was about to say, and even the first weeks even started talking about it at like the what 115, 120. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
weren't too far off of, where what if you did go in there, you still wouldn't even been down too much. You would have
And I'm
been back
telling you,
up.
we was calling this thing when it was $180. We was telling people this thing was coming down. I was bold on
Yeah.
that call, man. Bold on it. And lo
Oh,
and behold,
Look at who
it
it
plays
is.
out.
my boy.
Oh man, he looking like he done lost all his money.
That's tough.
My boy.
But hey, what y'all been seeing in the market? What y'all been seeing pretty good in the market?
I just been seeing a new type of war going on now. This is a different kind of war because the only people that have got physical is Russia and Ukraine, but we folks chipping in and they handling it in a different way.
Yeah, see
They
the
really
thing
cut these
is,
jokers off in their economy.
yeah, you right. You are definitely right because
Oh, boy.
I don't know. Like it's definitely different, like you said. Because they're
They
What y'all
invading.
talking about
It's
so I
not
can disagree?
necessarily all the way that we talk right now. We're talking about Russia and Ukraine.
Saying the Russia and Ukraine. I don't know if you're gonna disagree with this one.
But I'm with you that it is different, Raheem. But
yeah.
then again, it's almost the same because it's like this only reminds you of like Hitler, Napoleon, Alexander the Great, all these guys that went and all they did was invaded one country and then they started invading more. And so that's how it starts.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean they all imperialistic and that's what I mean. Remember back during the Cold War and everything, we were trying to the United States was trying to not to further spread communism. And look, here we are again looking at it. So I would not be surprised if China comes out the woodworks and North Korea takes advantage of this distraction that Russia is doing right now.
Yeah,
Mm.
It
for
makes
sure.
sense because you
They
look
mind their
at
business.
China, they're gonna try to do to Taiwan exactly what Russia is doing to Ukraine right now.
Yep.
But we gotta wait and see what is Russia gonna be able to. Cause these people have made their money $0 pretty much.
Yeah.
It's
And
close to it.
the people that live in there that have this currency, these people about to go. They're about to go through it. They're gonna have this. They're about to have to experience
Yeah.
a real economic downturn, and
Wait. So,
run it in a different way than physical.
but the decision makers, you got to remember now. You got like it's communism or what they claim is that, but look at how the class systems are gonna be. You think Putin, you think his pocket's gonna be really hurting with this? No, this is more so about
Hey, they
pride
apply
than
sanctions
anything.
directly to him, so he can't get no new money. He got to keep messing around with that money that he got now. And the
Hey,
thing is, with the
and I'm
sanctions,
pretty sure he got a whole lot of it too.
hey,
This
but the
this
thing
right
is,
here
look
is
at this
more so
though.
about pride.
So look at this part. If you get sanctioned, I haven't looked into the sanctions, but I know they've sanctioned him, and I think they may have frozen U.S. dollars. So if that's the case, you stuck with Russian rubles now, and them things are low. You
Yeah,
ain't
they
got no
did
money,
that,
bro.
and then
1 cent per dollar.
You have
Russia
no
did
money,
something
bro.
to try to liquidate what they had too in a counter response to it, because we did hit up their central banking system, but
Bro,
I don't
like
know
since the
how that
17th,
countermeasure is gonna happen to them, and then like other players, United States, people like gas companies like BP. BP had like a partnership with them for the past 30 years, and they were facing heat from either from NATO or the UN or something like that. They were calling them out for supporting them, and it's like, well, we just have a business thing with them, but we're going to cut ties with Russia, and a lot of other companies are doing the same thing. So I agree, over time it's going to hurt, but I don't think that Russia is looking for a long-term conflict right now. You see, they already started to whisper about, hey, don't forget we got nuclear arms.
yeah.
Well,
Cause
that's
see,
the next thing is what they're gonna do.
yeah,
Let's treat them like that, because even other countries have made their currency worthless.
yeah,
Other countries have went in on this.
yeah. And
Yeah.
man, like you can't even get out of Russia if you wanted to. Like
That's what the thing I've heard. Yeah.
Europe has banned Russian planes from their airspace. You
Yeah,
got
Ukraine has
companies
too.
like Delta. They've suspended all operation with Aeroflot, which is a Russian airplane company. So the thing is like you can't even get out of Russia for real. You're gonna have to drive out
Yeah.
of Russia to go somewhere else to fly somewhere. Because Russia is just basically locked down now. Like no one's messing with Russia now. Except for, other communist countries or, people that feel like this
That's
is
what
right.
I'm saying. Like, I'm keeping an eye out for China.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Well,
That's
Cause
who
they
I'm
keep at
thinking
first
is
they
too.
was
But
like, well,
see,
we
I don't
backing
know.
them.
See, the
Yeah, they
thing
was like,
is,
we
they
backing
say
them,
that
but we're
Russia is
not
not
backing them.
necessarily communist, though. It's supposed to be a republic because it has a president and all that stuff. But at the same time, we know kind of what's going on because the
Yeah,
guy's
we
been
know
in
that
office since 1999.
we know that history with Stalin and all the other stuff. I don't.
Soviet.
You can
Yeah.
say it's changed, but I mean, man,
hey,
still,
they
it sounds like they trying to get back to the good old days.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
it is. Because they're taking over the same countries. Because if
Mhm.
they try to take over Romania or they try to take over Poland or anything like that, it's over. Because I think
Yeah,
Romania was a part of the USSR or something like. I think it
yeah.
was
That's why
like a
they're saying
satellite
that.
country.
That's why they're saying that it's not an invasion, because they're saying that they would never officially apart
Yeah,
from us. We're just taking back. We're just reoccupying
yeah,
what was ours, bringing us back
yep.
whole again.
And see, that's what Putin has been saying. Like, he's just been saying a lot of crazy stuff, and so that's why, like, him just being so aggressive as he is, like, a he's just making up a storyline that he can basically follow and make it seem like Russia is like right. But everyone looking from the outside in knows that he's just making up
Yeah.
stories. Like,
That's what we said that like a couple of weeks ago. It's like if something do pop off, it's gonna be due to some kind of false flagging
yeah,
campaign and we're calling out in advance. They're looking for a fake reason to say this is why we're going in and getting
exactly.
involved.
I mean, because they're trying to say that the leadership is like Nazis and they're just killing people and all this stuff. Like, we know that that president is not like that for the Ukraine. Like,
Mhm.
it's just so many lies that he's trying to spread just to make it seem like he's in the right,
He
and
got a
it's
good
scary.
reason to be bullying. He just being a bully, pretty
That's
much.
basically it. Yeah,
Well, you always follow the money, so you think about okay, if
They're
they bring
controlling the
Ukraine
narrative.
back into the
That's
fold,
right.
what's
Yeah.
gonna be the benefit?
You said it then. Or you said the magic word with the M.
What was that?
money.
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 Oh yeah.
That's all this
Look at
about.
that
Really.
that pipeline, that gas pipeline that they're almost done fixing or whatever.
Yeah,
You
they
think
said
it
they
ain't
weren't going to use it
somehow
anymore.
related to that? Come on now.
Now, they said that you talking about in Russia. They said they weren't going to use it. They said that like they're not going to certify it or anything. Like, they just got done with it and they're not certifying any of it just
That
because it's
Russia's
coming from
not
Russia.
going to use it.
Hmm?
And then look at the other part about that too, is like in Europe, some countries in Europe, I believe since like 2011 or whatever, they stopped using coal and fossil fuels or whatever, and they were trying to go like completely electric and some gas.
Yeah.
So it's like they were dependent, and like 60% of their resources was coming from Russia. But now, since this stuff is going down, now they got to sit there and try to figure out, oh heck, what are we gonna do right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We putting that pressure on Russia right now. Russia ain't gonna be no light. I know you saying long term they gonna feel the effect, but they feeling this now. They can't do nothing.
Hey,
Yeah.
but that's what makes them dangerous though, because what makes them so sure that it's going to be over with quick and that those sanctions aren't going to hit them, because they will
See,
affect them in the long term.
that's the next question. So, what do y'all think? Do you think they gonna respond to this, or you think just because we hitting the economy so hard, this may be enough to make them just back down?
They're not going to back down. That's number
Honestly, they have
one.
to have some response to this.
Putin will never back down. The thing is, he may just go ahead and just complete this invasion, be done with it. Just as long as he doesn't touch NATO, that's cool. That's all he has to not do. As long as he doesn't touch a NATO country, it's not going to be any retaliation
And
from anyone else. Now, once
we
he
also
drops
have to ask
shells
too.
onto a NATO country, now he has an issue.
I ain't talking about somebody else retaliating. I'm talking about what they gonna do to what the sanctions that we done gave them, because we hit them.
Oh yeah,
But we're also assuming that their goal was to take over Ukraine in the first place. What if his goal was not to take over Ukraine in the first place, and maybe through this
he said that it
negotiations or
wasn't.
whatever?
He,
Huh?
he said that it wasn't. He said that he just wanted to remove the government there.
So, but if you remove the government, what are you gonna take and play? So he
They're gonna make it
didn't
a
want
puppet
them to
state.
be like sovereign or whatever, like they're on
It's
their
gonna be a
own. He
puppet
want,
state, and the puppet state is they're gonna put it in leadership that's in line with Moscow in office.
yeah. I mean
That's what
a
they
nice
want to
way of
do at
putting
least.
it.
That's
We
what they
take it
want to
over.
do. But the thing is, they've tried that 2 times
Sounds
before,
nice.
and it failed. Like, they cleared house, and that's how they got what is it, Zelensky? I didn't want to say his name because I can't remember how to say it, but it's something like that. But
So, in terms of bringing it back to the stock market, which areas of the market do we think are going to be affected the most? And you already
oil,
touched on forex. I know that.
Yeah, oil is definitely going to be impacted.
That's gonna start smoking.
I got stock too.
Yeah,
Y'all
oil. So oil is definitely affected because I had been talking about Chevron for a second, and if you look at the graph on Chevron, that thing has broken out. It's not
Oh,
playing any
all of it's been
games.
hot. Chevron, you remember that? What was that one I wanted to? I wanted to short. I wanted to short Oxy. I
Yeah,
wanted to short
Oh,
Scumburger. All
yeah.
them bad boys.
Yeah.
Don't touch them. Hey,
I'm
Oxy
telling you.
was up 12% today.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things, man, they're running because oil is definitely going to be high just because Europe
Yeah.
relies so much on Russia for their
Ooh.
energy, for their oil. The thing
Mhm.
is, though, the U.S. is
Hey,
such a big player. I feel like what we can do, the U.S. can capitalize off this. The U.S. can up their shale companies, produce
that's the
more
only
oil,
reason
and
we here.
boom, export it out.
That's the only reason we here to get the resource. We ain't doing this for just for shit for giggles.
Well, we know that. Like, if it don't make money, it don't make sense.
We want the money.
Trying to keep that money. Cause guess
Right.
what? Even though it's gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna make money off of this.
Oh yeah, because
United
also
States,
think about it.
We
I
already
forgot
making
to
money.
hit the
Look at
other
I'm saying
sector
we
that's gonna
already
make
made
money off of this.
hey, we already talked. We just talked about energy sector being up right now.
Well,
I'm looking at the heat map right now. What else is up? The
I was about to
defense
say, I
sector.
forgot. You
Look
got
at
to talk about
Ray-
defense.
Raytheon,
Yo,
Boeing,
that's what I was
General
just trying to say. I
Dynamics.
forgot
Oh,
to tell you
yeah,
the
what's
second
up,
one that
bro?
was gonna be up, which is defense.
Mhm.
hey, you gonna keep an eye on that cybersecurity too, cause Russia, that's their main thing. You better
Exactly.
keep
Hey,
Cybersecurity, yeah, like they're the
that was my
hackers.
thing.
So you definitely looking at cybersecurity now because they putting cybersecurity threats out there now.
literally.
And
Hey, what was
Putin
that
is coming
place
up with
right now?
all this craziness, talking about that NATO nations are making what is it? He's made aggressive statements and all that stuff. Like no one's made an aggressive statement towards you, dude. Like
Right.
it sounds to me that he got a hold of the wrong type of drugs, man, and now he hallucinating out here.
He in the head, man. He in his head. Hey, look, them companies, but see, that's ironic. This energy has been loving for the longest. You know, it has
Yeah.
been brewing. We've been brewing this one up right here.
And you got to think about it
Mhm.
because COVID made everybody sit down. It was no need for oil. Why would you need oil when you weren't driving anywhere?
Right.
Well,
Absolutely.
industrial companies like power companies, you know, when we talk about like fossil fuels, coal, everything like that, even though we these are generators now, the inputs to them are still like oil. So they still, those generators need to run off of oil, and they're still buying like lots of barrels of those. But to your point, like you still got cars off the road, so that's still less. That's still taking a hit to the industry.
That's a huge hit because see, that's what they make a lot of money off of is the consumer. All these cars on the road, that's a lot of gas. That's a lot
Yeah.
of money out here. They're making
Yeah.
a killing off of cars.
Hey, look, this was the thing that gave that oil that pump, boy, because shoot, that joke was dying out.
Hey, well, I got a question for y'all. What happened Friday?
And that turnaround that happened.
Oh my God! They said this was the best day since November of 2020.
Yeah.
Because hey,
Yeah.
you got to remember, man, you hit that low, and that low was so bad. And then we had already talked about the war was going to happen. We had been talking about the invasion since like 2 weeks before it happened.
Mhm.
Everybody knew the invasion was coming. So once the invasion happened,
Yeah.
of course we got the
It's like-
initial dip. But then because the invasion happened on Thursday. So Friday, boom, we know that the invasion happened. We see what's going on. Okay, let's make some money. Let's go ahead and invest in these stocks because we know that this is about to go on. You know what I'm saying? Like what we just talked about with the oil. We know that the defense is about to go up. We know that these things are going up. We also know that
Right.
finance is about to go up because of the interest
I guess-
rates.
I
We might
guess
as well
that-
just go ahead and start pulling the trigger now because we already seen that the
Maybe not.
unknown has happened now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, my technical analysis. I'm looking at this now. Yeah, we went on a heck of a run right here. We got one more big dip to go. If you look at
Look,
the NASDAQ,
come on,
look
man.
at that QQQ 50 is about to go
That's what-
below
yeah,
the
that he
200.
made, yeah.
This right here was another surge up, but the biggest one is about to come.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
that's why I'm
I'm
like,
with
I'm waiting on that next dip, and then I'll be heavy buying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
hey, I'm
Well,
with you on that, man.
you know how many
Happy
people about to
Friday.
get burned right now?
I know what happened. We can tell you what happened Friday. It was just a reaction.
Yeah.
It hit a major low. You're gonna get a reaction like that anytime you hit a major low.
Exactly.
And ironically, we had a major support at the same time. Ironically, this war going on. Come on, man.
And think about it. It hit right
What?
on the
Hold
day.
on a
That's your
second, hold on a
catalyst.
second.
Boom. And guess what's
Come on,
trading
man.
out
What
here?
was the
It's
major
not
low?
just humans trading out
What
here.
was- What was
You
the
got
major
all
low?
these AI
Look.
bots that's sitting there
Exactly.
on this support
Waiting
area,
on it, yeah.
waiting on it. And once it definitely goes like 5% below that support area, oh man, they in it just like that.
Man, it ain't even real people trading no more. That's
Wait. Didn't nobody answer my question? What was the low that we hit? Y'all dancing.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Like a daily or weekly low. Daily or weekly
Yeah,
low.
we knew that we were low, but on the daily, it didn't hit like a particular like area. That's why they were surprised by it, because it's been at that low point for like a week or two. It's been, when you're talking about like standard deviations, like it's been well below that 200 mark. It's been well below like the 25
average, but it
like
hasn't been below that support level. It's been below that 200 average, but it hasn't been below support to the left. It finally hit below it. That joint, like you said, I'm about to trigger that joint. Hey,
well,
I should trigger it too.
that support that you're talking about, that's the
I'm trying to
I ain't
tell
getting
you.
no problem.
standard deviation, that 339 level right there. I see what you're saying, but when you look at the grand scheme of things, like that's a support, yeah, for the daily. But then when you go out to that weekly, oh man, that's when you really get a feel for it and be like, nah, you think you low. You
Hey, look, boy. Hey, them boy reject. They jumped out of that, but look, we gotta have a retracement anyway. You know what I'm saying? And to the facts of what we previously been talking about on the shows, the companies that we've been talking about gonna lead this new generation, this new expansion. These are the companies, ironically, leading the pack on this rebound with the war.
Hey,
Yep.
I tell you what though, it's not even a war stock, but you better load up on you some Facebook. That's all I gotta say.
Hey,
Yeah.
You better
Yeah.
load up.
Biggest
It
news
probably ain't gonna get
for
like they're gonna be talking about how low Facebook was 5 years from now. They're gonna be talking about, I wish I would have bought in right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing, when you go and look, I mean, I've been all into the fundamentals in the past 2 weeks or whatever, and I'm not even from a technical analysis. I'm trying to jump on it, but then I dig into the fundamentals and look at not just the PE ratios. I'm looking at growth and everything. It's saying that it is extremely, extremely undervalued right now. I mean, go get it.
Hey, I'm gonna call out another one too. Back one of the old one we had, bingo. It's real,
Oh,
real,
Lord.
real.
What they do?
Hey, that's pharmaceutical genetics.
Oh, hey, well, since you throwing out pharmaceuticals and genetics, one I've been on for a whole week now. My good friend, I done made plenty of money off of in the past. Ocugen.
Okay.
that was.
Oh, they was up. By the way, they had earnings last week and they was up 8% today.
Hmm.
There you go.
So I'm waiting. I
They were up on-
got 400. I got
That's
400 shares just waiting for that thing to erupt.
Y'all talking about news? I was looking at Twitter and they had earnings today too.
Okay.
what they had.
That was like with Facebook and the
Hey,
news.
since y'all want to be throwing out picks and everything, man, I got one for y'all boys. I got a medical
I'm
device
listening.
one for y'all boys
Okay.
called Hologic.
Wait,
HOLX.
hold on. What you talking about?
You said what? A what?
Hologic. HOLX.
Ah. Oh man.
Okay,
Whole logic. Okay. Hey, look, that I mean, right now, I mean, the medical field is not going anywhere. That is gonna always be growing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, just off of that, you just gotta look at things that are gonna be here forever, you know. And that's your growth stocks right there.
Oh yeah, for sure though.
Man,
Yeah, I got some
look,
more
boy.
picks y'all want to share with the people. I got one more.
Now I'm
I
gonna
got
talk about.
one
I'm
more.
talking about something else before I talk about pick. They done really gave him too much too early.
I about to say I got one for him. You know what I'm saying? I got one for him. I
Okay.
saved it. I only
Right.
gave out one. I gave out the whole Logic one, but
Hey, you about to tell them good year?
nope. I don't even think you gonna know about this one.
Mm.
I don't
What you
even
got?
know what it is. I'm just.
Ah, man, that's wild, man.
What you got?
Look, yeah, did y'all notice that they got the Russian ETF? How
Listen here,
about
I'm not
So you
touching
need to short that
anything
bad
Which
boy.
Russian.
round? Yeah, that
Because
one.
hey, we gonna wake up one morning and they're gonna be like, no, you can't touch, you can't trade any
Can't get your
security,
money out.
Russian security.
Yeah.
Already started
They
talking.
probably blocking you from buying that stuff anyway. I don't think U.S. investors can buy anything in Russia anyway.
I I was on FinViz and I was getting ready to buy something, and it actually showed, it had a column in there and it showed you the actual country. And I was
Right.
like, I saw like one of them I was about to get and said Russia. I was like,
Look,
mm-mm.
that U.S. Russia ETF that reflects their economy. That thing tanked out today.
I
Oh,
know it
it
did.
did.
And get what? It even tanked out, and their market has been halted trading for 2 days. So they
Terrible.
haven't even seen the real reaction, what I'm saying, that's going on in their market. Just the ETF is still been going while their market has been halted. And they were saying, that seems crazy, but in history, the ETF always continues to move even when the market is halted trading.
Yeah.
And then what happens is whenever the market opens back up, it actually relates to where the ETF has gone, why it's been halted.
Yeah. Because see, the ETF is basically trading those stocks anyway. It's putting money
Mhm.
into those stocks and tracking those stocks. So yeah.
That's like the
Right.
pump and dump from Robinhood. When people couldn't get their money out of them AMC plays.
Oh boy. Hey,
Oh man.
I'm glad you brought that up. I guarantee you in the next, like, it might have come up with these first quarter earnings right here. They said that's what they were waiting on, was this stuff for those meme stocks to start
To
popping
start
back
again?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that short, that the low float and short interest percentage. The companies come out and they start listing that stuff again. Oh boy, it might be time.
Hey,
Time for-
Dogecoin been on an uptrend, and it was
Hey.
down for some good weeks. So I think it
You
makes
said
sense.
what when you say 4K, which one?
Dogecoin.
Oh,
Here it goes again.
the
Uh-oh.
crypto. We
Here
ain't
it
talking
goes.
about crypto yet, y'all.
Man,
No, we
honestly,
definitely didn't talk about the crypto. Hey,
I know
crypto
y'all
been
talking
down though.
crypto spike
I'm not
too.
gonna lie.
yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, man,
Yeah.
they've been taking a beating lately.
Yeah.
Crypto had a nice pump today.
See, I didn't
Mhm.
check it on. I didn't check it today. I saw it yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, that bad boy ain't doing worth nothing."
Look, that joke went from 30 to 40.
Okay,
You feel me?
okay,
Hey, 30 to 40 on Bitcoin.
okay.
And guess what? This is ironically can tie in with these financial things that we have going on. Because when people currencies start worth nothing, guess what? What's worth something? We know they're still hanging in there right now.
At least commodities.
Oh,
The crypto still in there.
I know.
Oh man, I don't know about that, dog. I'm going with the commodities
See,
before I go with the
I'm not
crypto.
saying that's a safe haven. Look, I ain't saying that's a safe haven, but if you a Russian citizen and your money is worth nothing now,
Hey, you better do something.
Hey, unless they block them from being able to do it.
Now that's the thing that I'm thinking. How are they going to be if they regulate that?
Yeah.
I don't know
Hey,
how
them
they
folks better hope they got enough for the winter and all that stuff, man. Cause shoot, They might not be able to get in for the rest of the year.
They finna have a long.
They better grow as many crops as they can, boy. They better get it in, cause it is about to be done for.
Hey, also to hit on damn financials. We know that since literally European countries being invaded, they getting invaded. They getting hit financially. So this we could even take a look at some European banks and see how they're acting or responding to this going on.
Yeah.
Those are some that are really tanking out off of this.
One thing that I was looking at was the Euro USD reaction. Not really a lot of reaction like you would think. And Euro is down just a little bit, but what I'm seeing is a very nice trend line. I got a video that I'm going to be posting for the premium people. So if you want access to it, you're going to have to pay us. But, you know.
Yeah, that's interesting. Thought just pair with what's going on because us literally taking up, to make sure that they're able to get through this while their economy is literally going through the floor, and it's like almost like consolidating. Like it's almost like we throwing them a little money to keep them afloat. Almost look like if you look at the
One thing I would say
European.
though is the Ukraine really isn't that big of a weight on the European economy. So that's why we're not seeing that big of a reaction. Because Germany, of course, is the
I was
biggest.
saying, if we were Germany, it'd be
Yeah,
completely.
like Germany is, of course, the biggest. Then you have like the UK coming in, but they're not necessarily a part of the EU anymore. So after them, I really don't know who comes in next because I don't know if it's Spain or France or I know it's not Greece. Greece bankrupt.
Well, I will say, they not reacting with the USD, but Euro against the AUD, that thing tanking out.
Going to the floor.
It's gone. It's gone because Euro AUD. I don't know what they doing. They ain't in the Euro pocket. You know what I'm
But
saying? Helping them out.
AUD is linked to gold.
That's fair.
And what do? You run to your safe havens of gold.
Gold is definitely skyrocketing right now.
And
Hey,
so
that's why y'all heard me yelling at gold.
yeah, that's why I said commodities, man. I'm going for oil.
Yeah.
I'm going for
Oh
gold.
yeah,
I'm going for I'm going for the lithium because think about it. Ukraine got all the lithium and all that stuff that we need for like they got the largest concentrations of that stuff that we need for like the batteries and electric batteries and stuff like that.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I'm going for all that type stuff. Screw that crypto.
Hey, look. Hey, my rack's still in profit from my
Hey, I'm not
Ethereum the
gonna
other week.
say I'm not gonna say that crypto is a bad choice. I'm just not gonna mess with it.
But hey, I tell you one thing in regards to crypto, with all this going on too. We was talking about the cybersecurity. This is a great time for anyone. If you have crypto, this is a great time to convert from the cloud to your hardware right now.
Get your wallet.
Yeah, to a hardware wallet. That's so not on the cloud because this is prime time. That's easy. You know what I'm saying? That's main manipulation, high target right there.
How much money are we talking about for that conversion for folks out?
Oh, the hardware wallet is only about $20-$30 on Amazon.
Okay.
That at least keeps you safe. And when you look, like that's what we were talking about last week. With that guy trying to meditate to get his password.
He trying to meditate to get the password.
The guy couldn't think of his password. He had a ton of money in crypto, and
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, he had to go off of the grid somewhere and was trying to meditate to get his password. Like it was that much money.
And he still don't know.
Still couldn't get it. Wow. Don't be like this guy. Put your money
terrible,
in
man.
So he never got it?
I just remember reading. I don't think anybody updated if he actually was successful in it. But
that's terrible.
Wow.
Golly.
Yes, I feel bad for Buddy, man. Hey, you
got crypto. Did what I be doing. You know how you outsmart yourself. It's like nobody ever figured this out,
right.
including me.
Including me. Now I done messed up, man. I'm a millionaire, but not a millionaire.
Can't get
Used
it.
to be.
Like, can't nobody help him out either. Like, nobody can get him access, man. That is so screwed off, man.
Man.
Right. And I guess they clearly know that this was his.
I'm trying to understand, like, so how can they not like just I can't send
Oh,
you like my information and my social
They
right.
said he
security.
lost
Like
$265 million.
how much?
265 million. He
Oh, I
has
thought you were talking
265
about
million.
thousands. You talking about millions.
7,000 bitcoins.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
mad.
man.
He
Solid,
big
man.
mad.
I hate
He
it for
big mad. I see why you went off the grid to meditate.
it. I would too.
Man.
Yeah.
Now, was he rich? Does he have any money, or that was all his money?
It says that he was a former. He's got some money. He was a former attorney and a filmmaker. So
I don't mean that, you know. And you could have made some budget films, and he could. All attorneys do not have money.
you're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
250 million. That's why you going off the grid, man.
Man, dude, we did. Hey, I'm about I had to take
That feel-
man.
That's a
I'm
woman I
telling
could never do.
I'm telling you. All right.
Yeah.
We definitely done got to that point in time now, though. We definitely got to that point in time now where we need to either. Y'all got some more trades? I mean, what picks y'all want to throw out there? I got one, like I said.
I got a sleeping giant.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Netflix.
Netflix.
Oh yeah.
That price change. Yeah.
They said that the subscriptions have gone up because of Ozark.
Because
Yeah,
of
Ozark.
Ozark.
Because of Ozark.
This the last season of Ozark. What are they talking about?
Well, I'm saying people were waiting on that. I was waiting on it. As soon as it dropped, man, I watched the final that season in like 3 days.
Yeah.
There are people who go get Netflix just for Ozark.
But what I'm saying is they increase the price just for one.
No,
Why they
not
just
just
didn't make
one.
it be like, if you pay the first month, it's gonna be $20, and then after that, then it'll go back
now
to the regular.
The problem is when you're a huge company like even like a Netflix or like a Facebook, the problem is that like everybody and their mama already have a subscription to you, and then they price in, they look at your earnings or whatever is based on your growth and growth in terms of how many more subscriptions can we get, and they like, well, damn, like I already got everybody. So really what's happening is those people who let go of it and go to Disney Plus, like, I don't want all this stuff, they cut it. But then Ozark come and like, well, you can only get this on Netflix. Then they go back and subscribe, and they go back and subscribe just so they can watch it. So the subscriptions went up. It may be just for a little bit, but I think that's what a lot of people doing. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air just came back. Now everybody running the Peacock.
To Peacock. Comcast is who's Peacock. Yep, that's the one I was looking at too.
Now they running the Peacock.
See, I already
just to
had
watch
all
the
these
show.
streaming services because I had cut the cord, man. I had tried to cut the cord on Spectrum. They
Listen
gave
here.
me a deal so crazy, man. I was like, man, I guess I gotta keep cable. So
My
I still
cable-
had
listen,
all the
I got-
streaming services, and so
I
still
got cable and all that stuff. I don't like to miss nothing.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's how it is for me too. But I wasn't even gonna have the cable portion. But they gave me such a great deal, I had to keep it.
Yeah.
Man.
Let me tell you, I need to fix my internet, man. I got AT&T and Comcast.
This man is paying
Oh
for
my goodness.
electricity bill through
What
the
you
roof.
got going on, man?
Right.
You mixing up everything, man. You
AT&T,
mixing and mingling over there,
I
man.
was waiting on that AT&T fiber to come, and it never came. So finally, I went and got that extended at 1200. Boy, that thing got my internet jumping over here.
Let me borrow some internet.
Right.
Just share a little bandwidth.
I'll let you get about 200-300 megabits per second.
Goodness.
See,
Hey, we'll appreciate that. I'm only getting like 400, I think.
Man, listen here. I would get 50 from AT&T.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
it was 50, but then when you run it the speed test, you might be getting 26 or 30
And
out
see,
of it.
that's the thing. AT&T always out here lying, talking about how they ain't got fast internet, this, that, and the other. Man,
Right.
none of that is fiber. None of that
They
stuff makes
gonna take
sense.
it down in a little bit.
You're
They gonna
still
take it
using
down.
DSL, man. There's no way that you got fiber. Quit
Yep.
lying.
I mean that AT&T fiber is real, but you gotta wait for it to come to your area. Otherwise, like you said, it's gonna be like the DSL stuff. And they've been telling me for the past 2 years, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Well, I got time to wait.
Exactly. Nobody's gonna wait that long, man. Get out of here.
That's crazy. Hey, who else that guy? I got some more picks, man.
I got one.
Like,
I got
hey,
one, and then we can get up out of here. Unless you got
I
one,
got
4K. Oh, you got one too?
I was gonna say I had my Comcast was I was looking at that one earlier.
Okay.
actually.
Listen here, you got CRM, you got
Hold on,
Roblox.
man. What you doing?
hey, I got about 15 off the rip. I just gave you a couple.
Hey, I just got one, man. I got Uber. Uber, man.
Okay.
You know, that's one of the little night sleeper. You know what I'm saying? People been sleeping, but they also, you know, they've been able to survive through the pandemic with their delivery food services.
Uber Eats.
And they have been expanding internationally. So that's what we like to see in companies. And they're also the first of their kind still too. So, you know, they got a lot of headwind for the space that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
They just peaked over their 20-day moving average today. Always a good sign. And then woke back up.
Hey, I got one. Mine is Sempra Energy. SRE.
Okay.
That's the ticker. I like that one. That one is about to go ahead and break some highs, and yeah, it's about to head back up to about 160 probably.
Hey, it already has broke. It broke that high today. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know how much more room it got.
About 20 to 30.
Yeah, it definitely ran. That thing ran from
Got about 20 to 30 in it.
131 to 145. Quick fast.
The energy got space.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. They got about $20 to $30 to run.
Right.
I don't feel like that's a bad run, you know.
Yeah,
hey, I take $20 to $30
$30
each share.
Yeah.
But we do want to encourage everyone to head over to hackthemarketstrading.com because that is where you can get a lot more information. You can sign up for a free account, but you can definitely get a lot of insightful information, a lot more picks, a lot more data that we're looking at, and a lot more things that we can make some money off of if you get in with the premium account. Beyond that, we want to encourage you guys also to head over to Facebook, like that page, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like a couple of our videos, comment up underneath them. You know, we like to respond to anything, any questions or any of that stuff that we have. If you do get into the free site, we do have a free chat that you can be a part of. And of course, you know, the premium chat has a lot more. We do webinars and all that type stuff. So definitely very worth the money. Anything
and ladies, please try to stay out my DMs. Y'all been giving me in a lot of trouble lately. I know my housing changed and everything, and your boy is over here balling.
All right,
Please
man.
keep the DMs to me.
So what is he?
Appreciate it.
Hey,
Man, we got
hey, you got man, you got a little.
I don't know what else to say, so I'm gonna let y'all. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say?
Not after that, man.
Go get it.
Okay.
I want to
next time.
talk about my new book.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
It ain't mine, but I'm about to read it. Hey, never stop learning.
Never stop.
That's it.
Your
Never
boy about
stop
to switch
learning.
over to. I'm about to switch over to day trading.
Okay. Hey, I know a couple techniques I can share with you, but
Mhm.
I just don't like to be tied to that screen. That's the only reason why I don't like day trading.
Listen here, I'm always tied to the screen anyway, so I might as well do
Anyway.
it.
Yeah, you better
Might
get
as
you some
well,
blue
I
light
guess.
glasses like him.
Might as well.
That's it.
All right, well, guys, we'll see you all on Thursday.
All right.